سيدنا ونسلم بالله ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. I visited today the hospital, Mercy Hospital, to talk to the nurses and staff. Alhamdulillah, in general, it was a good experience and good, alhamdulillah, meeting with them. I was not expecting the number. I printed out some handout, 16 copies, and when I went there, like this big room, my estimation maybe 70, 60, 70 and more, maybe 10 online or 15. So alhamdulillah, it was good gathering. I guess the time was good from 12 to 1, just lunch break or something. So many nurses were there, even eating their lunch. Alhamdulillah. I gave introduction a little bit about Islam, then answered their questions about Islam and how that is related to the patients. For example, what are the main rituals that a Muslim should practice? So Salah, for example, is something very important. If they cannot do it, of course, I give introduction about Salah, connection between us and Allah, movements, standing, bowing down, etc., reading Quran, 5 daily time, prayers. Then patience. If they cannot do it while they're standing, then while they're sitting. If they cannot sit, then while they're lying uh, on their back or side, facing the direction of Qibla, discipline to them wudu, and if they don't have wudu, to give them some dirt and a plate or a bag or something just to do tayammum, which is symbolic, symbolic wudu. So this is about salah, and we talked about a chapel or a room, musalla, we call it in Christianity, chapel, a musalla, where Muslims, even visitors. And after we finished all of that, they showed me in the third floor in the hospital, there is a praying chapel, they call it. And there is another small waiting room. So this is in the tower, what they call it, the tower building, closer to the highway. You go from the main entrance, it will be, you go elevator and it will be to the right. So already there is a place. I said, could bring a rug for you, have a sign for the direction of Qibla. They have the, it is Mercy, it is a Christian missionary hospital. So, during the Salah to cover the cross and the image or timthal of Jesus or something. They were very, very helpful, trying to understand and accommodate, which is good, something for them. One of the questions was about other practices and ethics and practical things in daily life. I mentioned I focus on hijab and on the diet. So the hijab is, of course, hijab is about modesty, connecting it to Maryam, mother of Isa alayhi salam, talking about modesty. I talked in the beginning about the 5 objectives of Islam, the 5 goals of Sharia, Daruriyat al-Khams, what the scholars call them. Sometimes they call them necessities. To protect, Islam came to protect the life of people, Islam came to protect the religion, to protect the wealth, the mind, and the lineage. So it's not about a piece of fabric, it is about modesty, it is about protecting the lineage of people. Only through marriage, children, through marriage, everyone has the right to know his father, his relatives, etc. Then we mentioned that we need something like gown to wear it during surgeries, something more modest, head cover, something, preferably female doctors. Talked about women doctor, and this is when I asked the sisters in their group, all of them talked about women issues to be treated by men, and I highlighted that in the meeting. Alhamdulillah. The advices of the ladies were, mashallah, more active and more engaging. The brothers, some brothers, supported and gave some suggestions. Maybe Brother David, the most, who gave some thoughts about it. Jazakallah khair, brother. I mentioned your points there. Jazakallah khair. So I focused on that. No handshaking. Treated by female nurses for females, men for men. I talked also about the diet, halal thing, the pork. I focus on that pork. We don't eat pork at all. It will be okay, veggie food or fish or. Also in the cafeteria, one of the suggestions was in the cafeteria for Muslims who are coming to go and eat, to find some halal menu, at least kosher, they understand kosher, or at least kosher menu. About medicine also to be halal medicine, no gelatin, nothing like ingredients and all of that. I tried to cover everything. I summarized all of the messages that came to me, and I tried to answer the questions and put. So I can share that if somebody is interested. A little bit, but of course I added more, but I can give you the handout. Among the questions was about the rituals of death. I talked about La ilaha illallah, emphasized on it, and the importance of La ilaha illallah, the importance of saying it the last thing in your life. I explained to them that if somebody says it, then if somebody is dying, and we know that he's dying, we should not be engaged with him. First, we should not force La ilaha illallah on him. Gently, or based on his situation, if he doesn't have pain, etc., we remind him to say La ilaha illallah, gently and kindly. If he says it, then don't engage in discussion and let the last statement of the person say in his life is La ilaha illallah. Now, if he changes that and he talks about something else, after he finishes, then remind him again to say La ilaha illallah too. I talked about the Qibla, talked about the dhikr, Quran, washing the body. I said if you have a facility here or a room where we can wash the body here, it's preferable to do it quickly, the janazah, not to take a long time instead of going to a funeral home, because they have to wait for a funeral home, and funeral home, after that we contact them to arrange it. If we can do the washing there. I explained to them Salat al-Janazah also, how to bury people facing Qibla on the right side. So I try to educate as much as I can within the questions that they asked. They asked about the newborn, what are the rituals. Also, I try to educate about choosing the mother, family, blessing of the kids, and the name, choosing the right person, partner, or a husband to be the best to choose the best father, or to choose the best mother for our kids, to choose the best name. I mentioned the adhan. Maybe some brothers would like to make the adhan so quickly, clean, and then give the baby to his father to call the adhan. And also about dates, if somebody is interested in doing that, sharing the head, I explained the aqiqah about it. One of the notes came from a sister about who will take the decision before death. If somebody is dying and they have the life support machines on somebody, who will take the decision to remove it. And the head of the ethics department or something in the hospital, he said, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Who will take the decision from people? We said, the closest male, for example, if his son is an adult, he will take the decision. If not, the wife doesn't take the decision. Usually, this is Islamically the closest male to him, his brothers, if they're available. Then they informed me about this form that you can fill in case if somebody goes to the hospital to fill in a form, who will take the decision concerning you. And you can do it in advance even. So they will share it with me, inshallah. And they offered even to come and educate us as a community about that specifically. He was interested, saying, I could take the decision if somebody wants to do that. Other things that we discussed, we talked about diet, food, salah, fasting. Talked about fasting. It is not obligatory in a sick person, but some people would choose to do. And fasting means both food and liquid. So fasting, usually it is related to medical fasting. They think that it is food, but you cannot drink water. No, this is food. So doctors, when they prescribe to give you to consider these times, morning and evening, or just one day medicine. And other topics here and there, but this, the conversation. We started around 12 few minutes after that with the introduction and the tech and connecting my laptop to the Zoom, because some people online on Teams, and we finished 1:10. So that was maybe 55 minutes. We did not have the questions. Already I had the questions. After I finished, one person came, one of those religious chaplains, what they call them, religious people, they call them chaplains, came and asked. They were interested in the topic, and they were also happy with the number of people who came. They will do it with other religions, so try to accommodate all of the minorities, which is good, alhamdulillah. I hope that somebody had an opportunity. I invite them in Ramadan to come and share with us, explain to them the concept of Ramadan. The door is open. Even those chaplains, I guess there were four of them. I'm more interested. Those officials already, inshallah, hopefully the administration, we're planning like very well for all of that, to invite all of the officials of the city, mayors and others, hospitals, all of those, people, do a special, a program for them. It's difficult to bring them to the masjid here. We don't want the masjid to shut down because of the capacity. And also, with kids running around, maybe it will be like a solution. Anyhow, we should discuss it in the da'wah committee, inshallah. We have da'wah committee. You are very welcome to join the da'wah committee. If we can prepare something in the hall for them, a dinner, you explain to them Islam, let them, have food with us. That will help. I invited them all, alhamdulillah. They were interested, alhamdulillah, and the listening, and hidayah is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. Jazakum Allah khair. Barakallah feekum for your feedback always. Whenever there is something, it was very helpful. Jazakum Allah khair.